Hello everybody, this is the Report Card episode 9. I'm What?
And I'm In the Bus.
Everybody, I'm Dustin.
And I'm Ulysses. In the Report Card we bring you the latest in movies, music, and any other kind of information we want to bring your way.
What we're bringing your way this week is Street Kings, Moby's new album Last Night, and we got the word of the day and user feedback. So this is Street Kings, check it out.
I am the American dream, the blood of this city, the undying machine, the overpriced medicine, the murderous regime, the tough guys front and the one behind the scene.
Who are we? You straight nightmare.
Killed another man today.
On the streets of LA,
I could not be prouder of my men.
every cop wants justice.
There are two cop killers out there. We can get these guys.
But how they get it
You dudes is monsters, man.
is what sets them apart.
Show me.
You expect me to leave my car in the hood, man?
And give me a body. It's on its way. This is our world. So let's take it. So what do they call you?
Quicks, man.
Quicks. Not quick enough. Trying to use my little dog. Trying to play my hand.
We're the police.
We can do whatever the hell we want.
So we're just gonna go in there and kill him?
No, I'm gonna ask him some questions. Then we're gonna kill him.
So, what'd you think about Street Kings, man?
Well, first let's tell people what Street Kings is.
Yeah.
It's Keanu Reeves. It actually has a nice little all-star cast.
That's a great cast. It's
Great
also got
cast.
Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
It has Chris Evans.
Common.
Cedric the Entertainer.
And Common.
The Game, for people who like the game.
And Common.
Jay Moore.
And Common.
You might know these people. Chris Evans was in the Fantastic Four. He's the fire guy.
Yeah.
We got Common, music, of course. Jay Moore was in Go. Let's see, who else do we got? Forrest Whitaker in The Last King of Scotland.
And the game was in that beef with 50.
Yeah.
So
I don't care about the game.
You know everyone. The movie. It's basically the story of a detective who Keanu Reeves plays, who's a little bit on the trigger-happy side.
He's the badass.
He's like the
He's
badass.
like the badass of the badass detectives.
And the story pretty much develops in that his ex-partner, he feels that his ex-partner is ratting him out, and then there's some big conspiracy thing that kind of transpires throughout the movie.
No. It's not how it is.
Did I miss
You
it?
were wrong. Let me say it.
Okay, then how
The
was
movie
it?
starts out where he's the badass cop, and he's in a crew of the high-ranking detectives. He also has a captain who, not a captain, lieutenant, who is very high-ranking as well. And it starts out where they solve big cases, but he goes in and does it illegally. Like, he comes in and just shoots everybody. They plant evidence. They make it look good, so everyone else is happy. They found who they needed to find, and it's a great thing. But what happens is that as they go along, there's a lot of beef and a lot of secrets that are being hidden, and things are going on. People are getting shot, and then they want to find out what happened to a cop that was ratting out Keanu Reeves, supposedly. But he gets murdered in a store in, like, somewhere in L.A., and then from there, they try to catch those two guys who murdered him, which leads you into a bunch of different deception, lies, and it's crazy. I don't know if you got what I'm trying to say.
Nah, I'm so fucking confused right now. The point is, it's a trigger-happy detective and a bunch of all of what he said.
Yeah.
What'd you think about it?
I actually thought it was kind of like Training Day, but better.
It was very like Training.
I thought it was great. I thought for a little bit it dragged, but then I was surprised at the end. It was actually pretty good. I got to say, it was a lot of action, a lot of gore, and it looked real. Everything looked real. Looked very Everything looked like it could happen in real life. Nothing outrageous. I actually liked it. You know, the only thing I can say is that Keanu Reeves I'll never forget him from Bill and Ted. So.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say that. It's really difficult to kind of take Keanu Reeves seriously sometimes.
Yeah, and also from The Matrix. I just can't see him in other roles now.
He just doesn't look like a badass cop. He just doesn't look like a badass to me,
No.
period. But, yeah, that's we need to move on. So, agreed.
I give it an A. Go see it. I think everyone should go see it.
I give it a B. It's a good movie. You should definitely check it out. So, the album.
The album this week.
Moby's Last Night. Came out, when was it, 2 weeks
Came out
ago?
March 2008.
Yeah,
so it came out last month. You might know Moby from his previous hits were Extreme Ways, Natural Blues, The South Side, We're All Made of Stars, Porcelain,
Porcelain, which is
From the Beach,
badass.
that really great song.
He made that soundtrack, by the way. You know, the Beach
I know.
soundtrack was made by Moby, pretty much.
Well, everyone knows. It's the bald guy,
Yeah.
you know, he's the little, you know, that guy.
Beef with Eminem, the whole night.
Yeah. Well, I like Moby, and we were listening to the album. There's some things he's done different this time. He's added some like kind of hip hop-ish kind of songs with his kind of melodies that he does, but other than that, it's pretty good. I think it flowed well, and I think it's just a newer Moby. That's it. More of today's, like not back in the day. He was more depressed, I think, back then in the day.
Well, Moby is kind of an interesting character. I'll tell you
He
this.
switches it up a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that I'm like a Moby freaking fan, connoisseur, whatever the hell you want to call it. But I've, you know, listened to some of his music before. I tend to like his music, and I've got to be honest with you, man. I like this album.
I do too.
I really like this album. I mean, it's not going to change my life, but it's definitely something that I would go out and purchase. If I had to give it a grade, which I do.
I would buy it too, I think.
You think?
I'm not sure. I already downloaded it.
Yeah, legally.
iTunes.
So technically, you already
iTunes.
bought it.
Yes, I bought it.
So I liked. There was a single. It was called "Mothers" or something like that. What was it called? Something Mothers.
I actually
It was
liked
called
Last Night. It was pretty good.
Last Night. Mothers of the Night is called.
Oh,
that
okay.
single, you got to. I like that single. So
I like that one. It was all right.
yeah, grade.
I give it a B+. You know, I'm kind of surprised on this one thing.
What's up?
That he's not going the same way as Radiohead and Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails. Like, he's not doing this whole... I would think he'd be on the same track. Wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, because, you know, he has a huge fan base.
Time.
So you would assume... we got time? Well, either way, wrapping this thought up, he has a huge fan base, so he can certainly do something like that. So, anyway, I give it a B.
There you go. Everyone
Today's
go
my
out,
B day.
Go out, look him up on Google, Moby, Last Night, check out his singles. I'm pretty sure you'll like it. Go get the album.
Definitely. Word of the day, or word of the week,
It's
we
our
should
new segment
say.
that we like, actually. We get it from UrbanDictionary.com.
Check them out. They've got
Check it
plenty
out.
of good stuff.
Yes, this is the word of the day. So present it to us. I want to know, what's the word of the day?
The word of the day is spank bank, and that's spank bank. That's pretty much essentially a memorable collection of mental images that one wishes to retain for future masturbatory reasons. It's essentially your porn collection.
Wow.
But it's a very nice
This
way.
is what a 12-year-old does when he looks at the Victoria's Secret catalog and then goes in the
Basically.
bathroom for 5 hours.
Or when it's said 12-year-old goes, takes that same magazine, cuts it out, and kind of saves it for future reference, which
Or you
we've
find
all done
your
in the past.
You find your friend's girlfriend's pics on the laptop and you go home and...
And pretend like you never saw them.
Oh, man. So that's the word of the day. Use it, live it, I
Love
don't
it,
know, spank,
love it,
bank.
spank it, whatever the hell you
So
want.
last week we didn't do this, but this week we're bringing back the user feedback. We got a bunch of emails, and we're going to bring 2 of them to you from 2 female users that we got this week.
Which, by the way, female users, feel free to send pictures of yourself
Yeah, send pictures.
and or your pussy. And by pussy, I mean your cat, your animal. We love animals. We love animals. You guys are horrible. Stop it. Beep. Stop it. We can blur that out, right?
There you go.
Anyway, first one.
Okay. The first one, who's it from? Leah Chambers.
Leela
I'm sorry.
Chambers.
Now, is an orgy ball an actual ball of orgying, or is it more like a dancing gala of orgies?
Just needed the clarification to settle in an argument. I'm voting, nay hoping, for the latter to be true. Also, could Dustin stop hitting his mic when he introduces himself? It's making my ears bleed. Thank you.
Yeah, this week I didn't do it because last week I just did it right now. Last week I hit it. But it's
So, anyway, first part of the question, orgy ball. Last week we had mentioned, I had mentioned orgy ball, and it's actually what an orgy ball is. It's actually a small little ball of midgets fornicating. 30 seconds. And I'm just kind of handing it to you
30
guys.
seconds? Okay.
So, second person, we've got Brooke, and Brooke says that essentially, I'm paraphrasing here. I love it when you guys talk about movies on the show and show clips in the background, which we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Also, she wrote, Ulises, Jesus Juice is fucking disgusting. And stop giving incomplete. So, yes, Jesus Juice is disgusting. That's why today I have Yeah Cup. I have the Yeah Cup. So check that out.
And she also tells me to wear hoodies.
Yeah, so apparently hoodies are good.
I'm not wearing this because of you.
5 seconds.
This happened.
Let us know what you think. Guys, we got to head out.
There we go. This is the end of the show.
Gotta love it.
We'll check you out next week. Sayonara. Yeah.
Intro. I don't know what you mean by
Oh, not warm up? Oh, okay.
intro.
This is improvisational.
Damn it.